And off we go from Denver. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He gets this to Hampton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a third and goal. Now here's Mahomes. He'll try to pick it up himself. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He'll air this one out from Mims. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign in the opening drive.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing Nix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
A 23-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now it's Mahomes again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a yard. Here's Nix.
He's got it.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
On the sneak, it's Nix.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. Second and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20.
2020 and never defeated.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Next to score, Broncos 10, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The returner, DJ Chark. And just shouting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time they're looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Once more with Harvey.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. And picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they try.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chiefs have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Partner, you got a pretty good hoops background. You've seen those late-in-the-half plays designed to get them a last shot, give them momentum. I think this touchdown equates to that.
Absolutely, and then they can take the lead here into the lockers. Big-time play.
Yeah, and let's see what they designed coming out for the second half as well. Oftentimes when you get that momentum late, you find a way to carry it through.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Oh, what a move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come back, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Up the middle, it's Harvey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke the tackle there to get some extra yardage.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Getting out of ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he'll get this down over to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Harvey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And it is caught. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Broncos will line up for the...
They'll look to throw. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. For this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's third and long.
Now Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and 11. Nick's going to keep this himself.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He'll try and do this himself.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 17 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Got outside the tackle box, and sometimes that could be a recipe for disaster, but here it was not.
That's frustrating for guys on defense, too, because he got out to the left and then still delivered on the move with accuracy.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Douglas, the man in motion. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Shows his strength at the 50. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the...
He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Breaks through the contact.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
On the give, it's Harvey.
And they will only muster a yard here into the 38.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Harvey. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
R.J. Harvey.
60 yards.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And it
has a 12-point advantage.
Broncos 33, Chiefs 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Chiefs.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Time not on their side. They've got one timeout, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. But they need points. 1st and 10.
This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
Butker now to add the extra point.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Broncos 33, Chiefs 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles